right, hello. Welcome to One Message in a Bottle Tarot. My name is One, and I am your spiritual advisor. Welcome back to all my messengers. Everything you need to know about me is down below in the description box, okay? If you're new here, definitely make sure that you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Notification bell has been squeaking, acting funny, okay? They don't want to tell y'all when I am here. So just make sure that you are checking the channel periodically to see when I upload. But above all, make sure you are in VIP at any level, okay? Even if you're just sitting in the cafe having coffee, okay? Make sure you're in VIP. If you're in VIP, you don't miss anything, okay? Um, like the video, of course, and just to show some appreciation and love. And yeah, sign up to VIP Patreon. That is where I post my most exclusive psychic readings on breaking news and trending topics that everyone wants the tea on. Okay, the all access tier gives you access to all of my psychic readings on all of my YouTube platforms, in addition to all the psychic readings I release exclusively and only in VIP. Okay. Um, None, stop watching my fucking channel talking shit about me on your channel, right? While you're actively tarot readings. I just want to get that off my chest. Okay. Here. You talk about you representing God and Christ and all that. You can't look at me, learn from me, get school, go on your channel talking shit, you know what I mean, about me, and then like, girl, go take your meds. I just want to say that unequivocally, because a lot of people think I don't see them, you know what I mean? But I try to give God a chance to kind of work with you, since you say, you're so much on God. But I just want to say I see you and you need to stop, for then I have to do what I have to do. Okay. Now, that being said, welcome to your Tuesday wake up call. There's an argument here, okay? Like there's an argument here with this couple. All right. It started out with the 9 of Wands, all right, then the 9 of Swords, and then this 2 of Cups. No, it started out with the 4 of Wands. There's an argument here about a household. There's an argument here, the great date, on who suffered more in this household, who suffered more in this marriage. I don't think there should be a contest when it comes to pain, okay? It sounds like whoever this is, nobody is being heard, all right? And when it comes to being heard and having this debate about who contributed, who suffered, who went through what. All right. Somebody is gaslighting someone about, when you said this or when you told me this, I was listening. You weren't listening. In fact, you were going out of your way not to listen. Okay. Damn near the mic was off. I got to make sure the mic is on now. Okay. So we have this 4 of Wands. This is not a happy home. Could be a partnership, could be a marriage. All right. Here we have 9 of Wands. Now, on the 9 of Wands card, it typically shows or depicts a masculine energy. 9 of Swords typically depicts a feminine energy. Okay. And so with the 9 of Wands, it's kind of like this masculine energy saying, oh, I went through hell. I suffered. I put everything on my back. You weren't there, or you didn't even, recognize or give me the props for what I have done. Okay. I have been here. I have been present. Then you kind of have this feminine energy is like, no, but you haven't even seen, how much I've been suffering, the mental toll this is taken, the anxiety, the trauma here. And, I've been here, but I don't feel like you're receiving anything that I'm giving. All right. And then we have this Lover's card type of energy. Okay. Again, there is this great debate, all right, here, on who went through it more to kind of get here. A masculine energy may be considering divorce. All right. The feminist energy, how are you divorcing me when you owe me a whole ass apology? Okay. So there is some kind of lack of accountability. This argument is so loud. Like there was stuff going on in the background. I kind of had to break down the structure and how I normally do the reading. Here, usually this would be like on Divine Feminine's channel, but I don't know if y'all been arguing about this all weekend. I feel like at the crux of this, y'all not going nowhere, but there's something, some type of issue in respect. There's an issue in not, just blatantly not respecting each other's journey. Let's go to this Nine of Wands. All right. For the sake of the masculine, what is your beef here with this Nine of Wands? Somebody's saying, well, I've been through it. I've done X, Y, and Z. Honestly, I kind of feel like this Nine of Wands, because all these wands are in the background, okay? And then you're holding like this one thing. There's like this one major thing, all right, that you're kind of griping about. It's like your claim to fame, like, oh, I really did X, Y, and Z. But then you have these other eight wands. And with respect, I feel like your partner, your wife, she's like, yeah, but I took all of it. I took the major hit. Like this really hit me. You didn't. Okay, I don't know. I just feel like for masculine energy, and I'm not being biased. I don't feel like you really suffered like you're claiming to have suffered. You want all of this respect, you want all of this reverence, but I'm trying to see here, okay? Because if you're standing up like this, okay, like, oh, I've overcome, or oh, I did X, Y, and Z, but then you have your wife and you have your partner here still on the floor. Why are you still standing up, and why is your partner still on the floor? Okay. Here, so I can see the argument where she says, you don't even see me, you don't even care, you don't even, there's kind of a selfish energy coming from this masculine. What is this Nine of Wands about? You suffered what? Okay, we have the Hermit card. All right, you said you've been enlightened to what? There's a lot of, well, I've healed. Okay, Two of Swords. Ten of Cups. Okay, the Hierophant. All right, you're taking a lot of responsibility for holding this family together. Okay, Nine of Swords. What is this, feminines? Your wife, your partner. Okay, oh, great for you. Great for you. I don't feel like. I mean, it's kind of, there is no I in marriage. There's like really no I in partnership. Okay, here. So you're feeling great. That's grand. All right. What about your partner? Like I don't know. Like that doesn't. I don't know. You want a cookie for doing what you're supposed to do. I'm trying to. You're okay, but then your person is like this. Okay. Here. So again, there's some type of ego involved, and you're making sure you're good. Okay, but how are you good if your partner's not good? That's kind of that doesn't sit right by me. If my husband isn't good, then baby, I'm not good, because I'm trying to figure out, well, we both need to be good, right? Lover's card. We both need to be good here. All right. How are you okay that you're okay and your person's not okay? All right. I'm taking all of these back because again, I feel like you're standing on this, like this hill, but all of this in the background is really what's been going on. And I don't feel like you really I don't know. There's something, okay. Let's get to this Nine of Swords. What's going on with this Nine of Swords? I feel like that's really going to tell me everything, okay? Because I don't feel like there's some transparency here on this masculine's parts. It's like you're leaving out. Lying by omission is still lying here. Justice card. Ten of Swords with this Nine of Swords. Very controlling, very domineering. You don't make this feminine feel wanted, rejected. Okay, this feminine feels rejected in this marriage, especially if they don't do whatever you want. You want somebody to kiss your ass. Okay, that's how this feminine feels. Like she has to bend and break and be humiliated and be degraded and accept all these things, because this masculine feels like there's some archaic kind of idea around relationships and rules and what somebody's supposed to do. And so it's kind of like, yeah, you feel healed, you feel great, you feel all these amazing things, because I basically have to sit here and feel, if I don't kiss your ass or if I don't do X, Y, and Z, then you don't feel like a man, then so it's almost like I can see this wife or this partner is like, yeah, of course you feel amazing because you put all of your issues, if the day goes wrong, if the sun ain't shining, if whatever, okay, you got black coffee but you wanted vanilla and I didn't hear you wrong, your day is amazing as long as I'm making it amazing. And the point where I stop and do anything for me, or the point when I need anything, then all hell breaks loose. Yeah, you're healed. Yeah, you're the star. You're able. I feel like somebody is able to portray this role in the family. Like, it's almost like if you visit the mom or the in laws and they're like, oh, he's such a good man. He's such a good husband. And all the while, you have this wife suffering. Okay. She has to suffer for the sake. Okay. Or this feminine has to suffer for the sake of the ego. Okay. Here. And so you have the justice card in this 10 of swords. All right. Even the breakdown of the marriage and everything is being blamed, okay, on this feminine in spite of her taking 90%, all right, of the suffering. What have you done here? She says, I damn near gotta die to keep the peace here in this family. There's no reciprocity. I don't get anything. Okay. Let alone if it's a situation where the financial dynamic, all right, is different with this emperor energy. Seems like he makes all the money. So not only do you make all the money, I feel like somebody gets an allowance, but they don't even get a lot of an allowance here. Okay. And damn near if this person or this wife or whatever speaks up or stands up or anything or complains, or like, technically I'm not supposed to look like this. I'm supposed to be upright, all right, here. And this Queen of Pentacles energy. So it's almost like anytime I demand respect, or anytime I demand to or even inquire, I wouldn't even say demand, because I feel like when this woman stands up for herself, she gets punished. So it's like if she gets $5 that week, she might only get 50 cents or something like that. All right. So even an inquiry on, do you think this is the way a wife should be treated? Or do you think, I don't feel like that. If anything, I feel like your servant here. Okay. But yet, according to you, what you're telling everybody else is this is my fault and somehow I am lacking. All right. So again, you have this partner who's just very, very distraught. Let me get the oracle energy surrounding this. Okay. So again, there's a lot of ego, selfishness, self-serve. Like somebody is like really, really, okay, whoever this husband, this masculine, this emperor. All right. There's a difference between submission and oppression in marriage. Okay. I don't know how you were raised, or okay, here you are again, like, and then you're like, well, I ended it, because I'm not getting what, like, sir, okay, I, okay, what is this? Yeah, not today, Satan. Exactly. And then you're running around telling everybody like, oh, I don't know, I'm the priest of my family, and I'm healed and you're perfect and all this. You know what this is? No tea, no shade, right? Just the truth. But kind of like JD, his wife, JD Vance, the vice president's wife. There's a distinct difference between before they got in the White House. Okay, you see how glowing I am, and no tea, no shade, girl. I'm just saying. To now, everybody's just like, oh, they're talking about how um she looks like this. Okay, here we've seen those couples in public, all right, where the husband is upright and he's his everything is perfect, he's manicured. And then you have the wife, who is just a former shell, okay, of herself type, and it seems like again the husband is like up here, and then everywhere they go, or even within the family dynamic, if anything is wrong or the anything, the wife can't even complain, okay, because the husband is like this figure. Meanwhile, the wife damn near dying inside. That's what this is, okay, here. Somebody is portraying themselves like they are the greatest thing since grits. Meanwhile, behind the scenes at home, okay, they are a tyrant. Okay, they are a tyrant to especially their spouse. Okay, here, all right, they're a tyrant. Such again, I couldn't even do the reading right because there's I feel like the one thing that you both have in common is that you do need a divorce. Okay, I feel like the wife or whoever submits for just go ahead and do that. I usually don't. I usually advocate for relationships here, but I just feel like with this masculine energy, there is no winning. Okay, it's not even really an honorable upright energy because the King of Pentacles would be here. Um, this person is in love with themselves more than anything, more than here. So yeah, life is too short. Okay. I feel like I would tell this wife, I would tell, this woman, whoever you are, dear, because this is very, very loud on a Tuesday. I don't know what happened over the weekend. All right. I feel like you're trying to be heard. You've done the best that you can. Nobody is worth that. All right. This may even be, yeah, it says in the church. Okay. I don't know if this is, you could have a real religious family. There's the Hierophant, the Hermit. Okay. So maybe your husband is the business owner, or maybe I don't know if he's a pastor, a preacher, whatever. This somebody literally thinks they're fucking God. Okay, here and I, all right, like it's just yeah. With this hangman, I feel like the wife or girl, you barely hanging on. You may even nobody is worth that. No marriage is worth that. If you have kids, your kids need their mother. Your kids need their mother to be happy, safe. Okay, happy, safe, healthy, and whole. You are killing yourself for a man or a husband that feels like yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, and that's not cool. Okay, that's not cool. They will never hear you. You're never you're there's nothing you can say. Okay, I'm talking to the wife now. There's nothing you can say to get through to this man, this husband, or whatever. They're drunk with power, they're drunk with ego. And even if especially like if they're a pastor or a business owner, or they hold a lot of power, so to speak. They're in a position of power. Okay, um there's no respect here. Okay, and should you stay here, I do feel like you would perish. I feel like you would perish if not by your own hand, honestly, but by just a broken heart, just from the stress of the situation. And I can tell with the 10 of cups and the there are children involved here. That's not an environment, that's not anything that you want. That's not any trauma or generational curse that you would want to pass down to your children. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up because usually I'm not here longer, but I feel like again, this is a dire situation. I feel like you need to get divorced. Maybe it's not allowed because of religion or family, but your family, your mama, your sister, your uncle, they don't have to live with this man. And they don't see you suffering. And even when you try to tell them about your suffering, or even if you were to try, and like I feel like his family or whatever, somebody's whole family, like that's their claim to fame. You should not. You don't have to suffer. Love is not suffering. Marriage is not. It's just not okay. Here you need to put yourself and your life first. If not for the sake of yourself, for the sake of your children. Okay. So if he's talking divorce, I'm gonna leave you because you ain't this and that, and you ain't, don't play for it. Don't let them gaslight you with the stupid mind games. All right. I know you're a very loving woman. Okay, I see that here with the Page of Cups. I even feel that one time you were very you had a job, okay. I feel like you've had to sacrifice that, even that, okay, for this man's ego, or even if you've had it, you've had to, I don't know, maybe he talked you into giving him all his money. I feel like you sold your blood into this man, and built him up to where, what I mean, only for him to turn around and like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, I see his foot literally on your neck, okay. It's kind of that narcissist energy where they take the very thing that they claim that, oh, you're amazing and you're strong and you're confident, and then they crush you. Okay, do not let this man put you 6 feet under. Okay, so he can go on to the next. All right, here. I'm okay. You'll never be able to get through to him. You'll never be able to get through to his family. Okay, you have no safe space. And I even feel within your own family, you really don't have any support. So you're just going, it's just gonna have to be you and God, darling. Okay. Here, all right. Do not hang yourself on the cross for no man, no marriage, no, okay, at all. Okay, you are important. All right, here, you are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of a man that loves, respects, revere, a real man, a true man. Okay, I know this person thinks that they are, but they are not. Okay, he's literally showing up as Satan. All right, here. All right. Six of Wands. If you're wondering, if I leave this man, can I, will I be, you will be fine. Okay. This Six of Wands tells me that at the end of the day, you're the real leader. I don't know why this man goes so far as to try and gaslight you to prove that you're not. And it's possibly because he knows you are the energy behind that. All the respect and the accolades and everything this person gets in public, all right, here, is from him siphoning your energy, all right, and he knows that, and so he has to, I feel like there's a lot of emotional abuse here. He has to kind of keep you down, he has to kind of keep you oppressed, so you don't even realize or remember, okay, your own power as the Queen of Pentacles, you don't even remember the woman who you are, not were. Okay. Because I feel like even when you speak up for yourself, well, that was a long time ago. I remember this pastor, and I was talking to his wife or something like that, and she was just like, oh, I'm wrapping this up. She's like, oh, I want to, work out and all this. Yeah, you're gonna get your life back. Okay. Um, ma'am, I'm gonna pause this story. If you were to die today, okay, don't get this man what he wants. All right. He the type, he'd be all up at the funeral, like, oh man, she was a great this, she was the great that, knowing he was terrorizing you behind the scenes. Do not give him the satisfaction. Okay. Here. All right. Go ahead and call your lawyer and do what you need to do. All right. I feel like you got a friend, or maybe you even have a friend that's in the law field or something like that, that can get it done real quick for you. Okay. I don't know if you're trying to collect an insurance policy or whatever, but this is somebody that even in your death, they would make it about them. Okay. And I've seen that before. All right. DC. All right. Um, but there was this pastor's wife, and I remember her saying, oh, I want to get my life back. I want to get my group back. I want to get everything. And we were looking at pictures of her, in her days when she was young. I was like, man, you're beautiful, still a beautiful woman. Okay. Here. But she was like, yeah, I was this and that. I said, girl, you could get it back. You could, you know what I mean? You could do it if you wanted to. You could do it. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to try. I just might. And her husband, who was a bishop, he was passing by, and I said, oh my God, look at your wife. She was beautiful. She's so beautiful. Like, wow, she's amazing. I said, we're gonna walk, and we're gonna get that snapback. And he said, oh, she'll never look like that again. Yeah, she looked good then, but she'll never look like that again. And I said, and I could just see she literally wilted right before my eyes. Like, she had hope. And she was like, "Yeah, girl." And I'm like, "Yeah, we could go walking, we could go this and that." She's like, "Yeah, I could feel her. I could feel like the life and the zest for life and the vitality." And then as soon as he saw, It's like the men that as soon as they see you happy, as soon as he saw she was happy and excited about something, how you ain't gonna never look like that again. Meanwhile, nigga, you 400 fucking pounds. You're 400 pounds. All right. There are these men like, who are you? And it's like, oh, because you have money, because you have status, you gotta buy pussy. Yeah, you may cheat and you may have all these women there for your ego. You have to buy it though. That's the only reason nobody likes you, nobody loves you, no real respectable women. It's just the money. Okay, at the end of the day. So don't get like too like you're all I don't know what that is. Okay. I don't know what that is with these men that you're literally grotesque. How dare you tell this woman, oh, she'll never be that again? Neither are you. Neither are you. You have to stop letting these men gaslight you and demean you just for the sake of having a man. That's no that's not a trophy. Well, my husband this and my husband that, but he treats you like shit. And meanwhile, he's not even measuring up to the standards that he has for you. For you to tell her, and then your stomach is 400 pounds just in the abdomen, ain't seen your balls, and then however, but you're going to tell somebody else, oh, you're fat, you're this and that. It's projection. Okay. A lot of you are in these miserable marriages with men. Okay. Like, and it pisses me off, kind of, sis, because it's one thing to be in a situation where somebody's fucking you over and you can't get to them, but you're right there. Okay, you can do something about that. You're right there. Enough. All right, take your life back. All right, you have dreams, they're still attainable. Whatever you want to do, divine feminine, you can do it. It's still there. It's not too late. All right, right there waiting for you. Magician card. You can make anything you want happen. All right, you are the real high priestess. Everything this person, this your husband or whoever, his claim to fame, it's always been you. You are the power. Leo energy here. The only effort he's exerted is keeping you holding yourself back from recognizing your own strength, from recognizing it. If you were to take your energy, pack up your shit, leave and divorce him, on my mama, everything around him would crumble. He needs you. He needs you. Even though he spent every day saying, oh, you could be replaced, you could be how? Where? All right. Make it about you. Even if you stand, you said, well, I could lose everything. Well, baby, what you got now? What do you really have now? Take your one pinnacle, leave him the rest. He can have all that. I want my name. Okay? Or whatever Tina Turner has said. All right? And go on. Pick up your mat, ma'am, and go. All right? I love you. All right? I hope I gave you some clarity and made that clear for you. This is your Tuesday wake up call. And, sir, whoever you are, go to hell.